Here it goes, guys. And we are here.
This that jerk? Yes. Okie dokie, yo. This that jerk? Yes. Okie dokie, yo. Draw my love? Yes. Okie dokie, yo. Say la 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 la.
Oh my gosh. The past couple of weeks has been crazy, I'm telling you. It gets me crazy. It turned into my GT Savage. I can't be GT Charlie anymore because it's just driving me crazy. So anybody who's on my Instagram, on my Facebook, on my Snapchat knows what's going on. You guys talk about you want to see me masked off, right? You want to see me masked off? You gotta get me on Facebook, get me on Instagram, or get me on Snapchat. Now Snapchat is usually the short stories where I keep seeing cops everywhere and crazy stuff is happening around me in traffic. I drive 90% of my day. I'm telling you, like 90% of the day I'm in the car. You know what I'm saying? Instagram is a whole other thing. Instagram, I start ranting at 5 p.m., or a little bit later before. It just depends on what's going on that day. You know what I mean? Because I'm at work usually at that time. Man, crazy stuff happens to me all the time. It drives me nuts. Turns me to GT Savage again. Pardon me. I can't even talk right. Facebook gets the smaller version of that. See, I go back on Facebook when I'm a little bit more calm. I still talk about it. It's crazy. I mean, this John Cena, you don't even know. Days have been so crazy I don't even have time to edit anymore. I got like 10 videos lined up, either partially edited or half edited. I don't even get time anymore. Now, the reason why I'm not getting through all of my videos on YouTube is because of work. The thing is, the last time you guys saw that long video, that 10-minute video, whatever, then 86 sessions happened as well. And the thing at that time was I'm starting to get into work crazy. Y'all don't know. You don't know. You ever seen those people? You in Seattle, right? And it's summertime and it's hot as hell. You ever seen those people like, I don't know, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the morning? I mean, in the about to get into late morning, afternoon time, right? And you see them with a puffy jacket on. You're like, why is this dude in a puffy jacket? You know why? Because I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning trying to get this work. 4 o'clock. What you know about this? What you know about having to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning just to get at work? Just to know that you can have work. Pardon me. 5 o'clock is when we start work, right? But you don't even know if you got work sometimes until you wake up at that time. Crazy. You can't have a consistent schedule unless you're doing this job straight up to the depth. 24/7, you got to know what you're doing. You got to be a professional at this stuff. People try to go in my work, a little bit here, a little bit there. Oh, I want some hours here and there. Cool. But you don't know about that life until you're 24/7 into it on your phone. I'm like this. This is my work phone. I'm like this. That's what I do. You don't know about that life. You ask somebody. Ask somebody about if they know about this. This from Amazon. Say, do you know what this is? And just do this to your phone. Ask them about it. They'll tell you about it, man. Crazy. I don't have time to edit. I feel like even in this one, I'm not going to edit very much either. I'm trying to get back to my original self, man. But it's hard, man. It's hard when you have to work 2-3 jobs a day. It's hard. And then when you get home, you have more work to do too. You know what I'm saying? People are relying on you. It's crazy. I know some of you guys understand how this feels. But man, does it drive me nuts. I haven't edited the 86 sessions round 2 video. I had my round 2 video. I had a lot of films up in here. It was cool looking, man. It was awesome. I was ready to do this thing, and then I heard about the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 8 coming out, and I was like, you know what? I want to film with those. I want to see what that looks like, So I held off everything. I've been trying to get this money. I can afford these good things, man. These nice things I can put on my car and show you guys some new things. It's a trap, man. It's a trap, that iPhone 10. I'm still waiting on it. I'm waiting on it on the end of this month, and I'm going to get that thing, and we're going to start going back on YouTube super hard again, you guys. I'm not trying to leave you guys out on anything. I promise you. We're not going to leave you out. I'm still in my rant mode, man. I've been on a rampage for the past couple of days. Drifting is a whole nother thing, too. Because between works, I'll try to go find a spot and drift real quick. In a legal place in Mexico or Canada. The mods, man. The mods, too. I haven't modded my car since ever, man. All I've been doing is maintaining it, trying to fix it, and keep it back together. So anybody who's been inquiring about the engine is fine now. And there's an oil consumption problem, but I'm going to talk about that in the next video. I know I said I'd update you guys in a week after, but that work stuff just went too crazy, man. And I was really scared. I was stacking up all that money to get ready to pay for an engine, and then realized I didn't have to do it anymore. So now the money can go into a turbo or something else in the car, but I guess you're not going to figure it out until it actually happens, huh? But I've been talking to people I'm tired of doing the same stuff everybody's doing. I just want to do something unique and special. I mean, you know, some things are cool though. You know, I do like. I'm a wide body fan. I love Rocket Bunny 1. I'm not gonna lie. It's sexy. It's beautiful. You're fronting if you're saying it's not beautiful, man. The first one's cool. The second one, I'm like this and that. Like. The third one, very, very, very nice. But you gotta have the wheels to support that thing, man. If you ain't got the wheels and you ain't got the lowness with it, you can't have that. You can't. We don't talk about authenticity and replicas and all that stuff. That's another rant for later, man. But we're gonna talk about it for sure. Back to my original self. Okay, let's get back to this thing. In this video, we're gonna talk about the Fumoto valve and what that does, and my dome light problem that I've been having for a long time. So, see, the Fumoto valve, the cool thing about this is like down in your oil pan, you know when you're doing an oil change, right? I can get this thing done in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, let's say. Easy. Because this valve, you know that little oil drain plug that you have, right? You switch that out and you put the Fumoto valve in. And the cool thing about the Fumoto valve is you lift that lever, you pull it off to the side, and oil starts dripping out of this nipple. Yes, I said nipples. Get over it. Nipple. Nipple, 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 nipple. Nipple. It's a real word. Look it up. The Fumoto valves have nipples. So now anyways, you take a hose, you take a clear hose or whatever, you put it in the nipples, and then the oil starts running out through it. And so you can aim that thing anywhere you want. Easy to clean. I ain't had a problem since, man. Ever since I had that thing. And yeah, I'm low, but I'm not super, super, super low. So the nipples don't really scratch on nothing. You know, and I've had problems. I already cracked my front lip, you know what I mean, during work and whatever. Which I'm gonna get that settled another time. But anyways, Fumoto valve, cool. Let's take a look at it. All right, let's get to it, man. 3, 2, 1, go. So basically, you see my car right now. Looking beautiful as ever. Now, the thing about this car is, you know, in the front, it's just way too low. And the car actually, you know, rose a little bit from the 19-inch rims. But I still couldn't get the lowest hydraulic jack from Harbor Freight underneath in the middle. So what I had to do was pump the sides first. So I pumped the sides first, and then I rested the wheel on the Rhino ramps. So the black Rhino ramps that you see on the wheels, that's what it's from. And then I could finally go into the middle and pump up the front cross member. So you can see that right there. What I'm pointing at right there on the yellow, that's where I put that jack in the middle and lifted both sides, and I got the 3-ton jacks on the sides underneath, and finally got the car to rest on that. Now, I don't usually do this often, but you know, my Mercedes was sitting inside in the garage, then my sister's car was out in the front. So, you know, I didn't want to bother anybody for no keys, and I didn't want to go looking for keys either. So that's the ramp that the jacket I was using. So that's the Fumoto valve right there. So you can see that lever right there. And, you know, I'll play with that lever a little bit so you can see, like, you know, I'm pulling it up. And as soon as you slide it to the side, that whole thing is coming out of that nipple right there. So, this is basically the only time I can say nipple and it's all cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I have kids watching my show, you know. But anyways, yeah. So I replaced the whole oil drain plug with that. So that means you don't have to unscrew the plug anymore. So there we go. I got that hose from Lowe's. Don't forget it. And I went to the plumbing section to find it, and people had to really figure it out and help me. So anyways, I pulled the lever over, and look at that. Oil starts flowing through. Bing, easy go, man. It only took me like 2 to 5 minutes. I can't remember how much it was. And then I put paper towels at the end of it right there. That way, you know, the paper towels can soak it up while I just let it sit for the next 5,000 miles. The Fumoto valve itself was actually only like 25 bucks or something like that. I actually bought it on Amazon on Prime. But the thing was, whatever Amazon was saying to buy that fit my car didn't actually fit my car. It was way too small, if I remember correctly. So what I had to do was actually put, I had to put the old drain plug back in and then send that one back and order a new one. And I think I had to follow, it wasn't Amazon, but I had to follow, the Fumoto valve home site. I'm sorry, man. I don't know if I can even edit this stuff or not, man, but I really hope that I get some time to do it sometime, man. I'm sorry. But anyways, was it worth it? Hell yeah, man. As long as you guys aren't way too low and just hitting the ground all the time, you know what I'm saying? That Fumoto valve is safe. I've hit a lot of things, man. My front is all cracked up, but it's still cool. Like, my valve hasn't messed up. I've never seen any oil leak from it. I made sure the torque specs were perfect, and I've never had to remove it. Ever since I put it on, I never had to remove it. I mean, the good one anyways. Do I recommend it? Yes. If you want to get those oil changes done quicker, do it. I have to change my oil like every 2 months, man. You know what I'm saying? I drive that much. It's too crazy. But outside of that, man, if you guys aren't doing it way too often, or you guys just don't really care for it, and you like the mess and whatever, just go ahead and do that too, man. But the Fumoto valve, you know, for $25 or $20, whatever I paid for it back then, it was really worth it. The thing is, I got the extended nipples, and then that was the way I got that hose all the way in there. And I actually had to bring that, like when I first bought it, I had to bring it to Lowe's to kind of test fit all the hoses to make sure that it was all snug and fit. You know, sometimes it seems like, you know, it'll fit just perfectly like that, but then again, like if you don't have the snugness, maybe it'll fall off while you go off and drink your coffee and your oil's running down, you know what I mean? So you don't want that either. So definitely I recommend you guys, as soon as you guys get your valve, put that hose in there, bloop bloop, make sure that it fits and it's a little bit snug and not like too easy to take off, but again, not too hard to take off either, guys. Well, you already know what it is, man. I'm gonna get into this next video for the dome light. So this is part 1 right now. We're gonna get into part 1.5, and you know, do the thing. There ain't nothing else for me to say, man.